Toxitron-ish, if to be quite honest with you.
Well, I have a dentist appointment coming up, and they're going to be hitting me with some Novocaine, so I think that's probably the only thing I think of.
Yes, bro.
Economics.
And they showed off 86 Ratchet. Looks exactly like how we thought it would. Are you going to be getting this, and why? The moment I saw this, I'm like, Bobby's going to buy that. Just because of the packaging. Yep. So I can't wait. I don't think we have much to debate on this figure. No. Like the Ultra Magnus or the Rumble.
The who? Welcome back, BVC fans. As always, I'm Bobby the Bot.
And I'm James the Con.
And today we're coming to you with some special news based off of what was announced at San Diego Comic-Con in regards to Generations and Studio Series and whatever else, Legacy. There's just a lot that was announced today. So here we are. We're going to jump into it.
All right. Well, let's start off with some Studio Series news. And the first thing, so I love this guy's name, and that's Novocaine. And it's a Freezer repaint with a new head. I don't see any difference, but I like the name. It's very unique, very Toxitron-ish, if to be quite honest with you.
Well, I have a dentist appointment coming up, and they're going to be hitting me with some Novocaine, so I think that's probably the only thing I think of. The name is kind of cool. I really dislike the figure, even if it is a repaint with a new head, but I hear that it's still going to, work with Scourge and everything, so that's about all I can say about it.
Yeah, it's fine, but not, what I'm looking for, definitely. And it's not much of a repaint. They added some black. I mean, I get that's probably movie accurate or whatever, but, they should have made them, purple and green.
Of course you would say that. Nobody has Toxitron on the brain.
Well, yes, I do. And I do wish a character called Novocaine would be perfect with him. That could be his roller's name. There you go. If they ever make that roller figure, the third-party one, in the Toxitron colors, I'm going to name him Novocaine. Let's get into the next one, and that's Exosuit Noah Diaz. So I first said, oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, it's a core class figure? That's kind of cute. I kind of like it. And then I saw who it was, and I'm like, oh, not buying it.
Well, I like the idea. That's kind of cool. That he did have a suit and everything. The part that throws me though is, when did he turn into a plane? Never.
That's why I didn't know who this was, and which is why I was like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. I don't hate it. It looks like a new character, and maybe I will get it and slap a Autobot symbol on it, and it'll be somebody else, but probably not for the price these things are going for nowadays.
Yeah, not going to be able to do it. I'd rather him had not had a Transformer mode or a alt mode. Honestly, I think that would have actually been better for me. I know going back to the G1 when Spike and Daniel had their alt mode, it was still kind of a alt mode based off of the suit, the exosuit they had. This is actually him turning into something that's like way out there and way different than anything else that we saw in the movie, unless they plan on doing something with this in the second crossover, the G.I. Joe crossover movie or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. This doesn't seem, at least the ones from G1, like you said, they look like it could transform, and they still had their little controls in it, and it looked believable to a certain extent. This one, it looks like his arm is ripped underneath him and turned this way, which would completely dismember him.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that one animation, but that when the Optimus Prime transforms with the person inside of him and the blood comes out, That's what would happen with this.
Your first and last transformation.
Exactly.
Your final destination.
All right. Well, what do you think about Nightbird? I know you liked this car mode originally when we first saw the original Nightbird of it.
Yes. So I still like the car mode, the alt mode. I'm trying to find something I like. I think I like the head. And that's about it. Yeah, I don't really see a lot. It looks like she's about to do the splits too. That's like a very, very, very wide stance. So I'm not a fan.
Yeah, so I collect Decepticon fembots. So I'm hesitantly optimistic, waiting for better pictures, because this is a black figure on a black background and I can't see nothing. It's also a picture of a projection. So I'm waiting till I'm able to see a little bit more. But if my inclinations are correct, the original one looked better than this. Mm-hmm. The one that was the kid version or the mainline version. And right. I wish that wasn't bundled with Cheetor and Wheeljack, because I would have already bought that. But I didn't, because I don't want those figures. So I'm waiting to see how this goes. But right now it's a no.
Yeah. I rather just buy a toy car that looks like the Nissan versus
give it a name, and there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Next, we've got Studio Series 86 Rumble.
Frenzy.
I mean Frenzy. It's Rumble.
It's Frenzy.
Rumble is red. RR. It just makes sense.
Nope.
But I understand for you that like the like Bobby that liked the animation errors, this can be Frenzy for you. At least they put red in parentheses next to it, so that's how they could really get away with both of these, is calling them both Frenzy, having Frenzy Blue and Frenzy Red, and then nobody will fight over the comments.
Actually, I'm looking at Rumble on my shelf right now, and it says Rumble Blue. For the people who don't know, they're like, hey, Frenzy's red. Yeah. That's what that's saying. Like, get it right.
I go with
Frenzy's
what the original toys say, because the toys are the main part of Transformers. So, in the toys, Rumble was red, Frenzy was blue. That's it. We will do an episode debating that later.
Cartoon.
What do you think about this figure?
I love it. I'm getting it to go with my Rumble. That's actually still in the box. But
this is way too small for $12. That's why I'm not getting it. It is way too small.
It's, for me,
they packaged two of them together for Siege, and yeah, it has those pile drivers. I don't care. This should be a $5.99 figure. I'm
actually okay with the price on this because they're cassettes, and the cassettes have always been small. They are like the going all the way, dating all the way back to the originals. They were always small, and they weren't making larger figures as they're doing now, small core class characters. Excuse me. So I'm okay with this being, because this is a true core class character to me.
No, core class should be scout class, which is 3 or 4 inches tall. I don't care what Hasbro's saying. This to me, this is a money grab. They're just trying to figure out ways to make money, and let's just put out one tiny figure that costs us 50 cents to make and charge $12 for it. Because this is just, to me, I mean, it's everything. I mean, here's Toxitron. This guy was $55. He's so tiny. And he comes with a hunk of plastic that you can't use. Just like this, it comes with 2 hunks of plastic that just snap on top of it, and they're just increasing the prices. So, anyways, I'm not happy with how expensive some of these are.
I'm not happy. I'm definitely not happy with how much stuff costs now in general. But these two, this is the exception that I would make. So,
okay. I mean, I feel you. If they made some mini cons like the Star Saber team, and they did each one separately, I'd probably be like, okay, that's fine, because those are what tiny bots should be, and those are cool. This is the
if
same as the other one.
If
just a
they
different color.
if they did those separately, I'd be pissed because I was like, these weren't sold separately when they first came out.
This wasn't sold separately back in the day either.
Well,
it was a 2-pack.
It was a 2-pack. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So.
Yeah. Touché.
I would even be happier if they put 2 of them in a deluxe packaging. That would make more sense than 1 of them in a core class packaging, because 3/4 of that package is not being used.
Now that is fact. Yeah.
It could at least come with the cassette box that you could put them in. Then I'd probably be okay with it. You know those clear boxes.
Yep, that would.
I'd be like, cool. Okay, that's a lot of plastic. I get it, but they don't even come with that.
Yeah, I agree there. No argument for me there.
Yeah. So let's move on from money hungry Hasbro to more money hungry Hasbro.
Economics.
And they showed off 86 Ratchet. Looks exactly like how we thought it would. Are you going to be getting this, and why?
Yes, I will be getting this because it is 86, and I'm sure they're going to flip it eventually and have a dead Ratchet as well. The dead Hound and the dead Prowl, since those were 3 of the 4 characters that were killed in the movie. So I will be getting it. I am surprised at the shoulders, though, the markings on the shoulder.
Yes, so that's something. They have a new Autobot sign of life that they did, because they can't use the red cross anymore because it's trademarked.
Yes.
So they made this new symbol, and I give them props to that. At least they tried to do something unique instead of just putting an Autobot symbol there.
I agree. So I will be getting this, and what's ironic is I still have probably 3 of the Siege Ratchets that were exclusives. I still have like
3 of them.
I have 3 or 4 of them that are still boxed. And
well, if you aren't going to sell it for a lot of money, I'll buy it for 1 of them from you, because that to me is my favorite Ironhide Ratchet mode. It's actually interesting.
Yeah.
I have, you know what? I don't have an Ironhide or a Ratchet displayed. That just made me think of that.
Yeah, I think
no loss for my collection.
I think I have 3 or 4 of them at least. Yeah, that I haven't opened. One I opened, 3 of them I haven't. So yeah,
I have 9 Cryotechs up there, so call it even.
Well, at least they're different. Mine is all the same. It's the exact same mold. So yes, but I will be picking this up.
Yes. I won't be, obviously, but what I won't be picking up as well is the Studio Series Ultra Magnus. No inner Magnus means I am out 100%. I don't care about the armor look at all. I think this is way overpriced. Again, like the other one, this is going to be probably 110 by the time this thing comes up. Let's just be honest. And at that point, I just get fans toys or X-Transbots or whoever made it. I don't remember who made them. So I'm out 100%.
So I do have the the Toon version and the toy version for Ultra Magnus in the X-Transbot versions, and I think that was like $200. If this is 110, I would be out as well. However, I have a feeling though it's going to be probably you might be right, because I think that Rodimus was 90.
Rodimus was 90 and Armada Prime was 100. It went up by $10. So, I mean, this is going to be at least $100.
Oh.
But, like we know about Hasbro, it might be $110.
Oh. So first, I want to pat myself on the back a little bit, because I did guess what it was going to be. If you didn't know, you can catch our last video. I used some inner thinking here of what made.
He opened up his third eye.
Yes, exactly. I reached into the Matrix, and I was talking to fallen primes and things like that. But I had a feeling that this would be the correct figure to come out for that size, and now that it's here and thinking about it, if it is 110, that might be pushing me out.
Well, what about 100? You didn't answer my question.
Oh, 100. I mean, just the 3 digits is like throwing me out for.
Well, technically it'd be 99.99. So that's 2 point,
Nope,
I don't know what that would be.
If
Tax. Never mind.
Tax goes into 3 digits. So
you have to go to Oregon.
I have to see some more pictures. I have to see some more, because it's and I may even have to see a review or something like that, because I did pay $200 for the X Transbots, which looks amazing after you get through the finicky transformation. And then Fans Toys is coming out with one, so.
And Fans Toys has an inner robot, so I might be interested in that, to be quite honest with you.
And that's going to probably be $300.
Yeah. Well, I'll sell you the trailer so you can have one off to the side.
No more
so
trailer.
let's get through some of the features. So his limbs rip off for the iconic exploded scene. I don't remember that scene, but I guess you could rip his limbs off. He has a spring-loaded chest. Again, I'm assuming that has to do with transformation. I don't like spring-loaded things because they degrade over time, but whatever. It has a matrix. It has amazing range of movement, but it looks pretty standard to me. All the fingers articulate. It can point and hold its matrix. The missiles are separate, so I guess they come off. You could, do whatever you want. It has Omega Supreme blast effects. They couldn't even make the money to make a new blast effect. They had to just reuse one. You can recreate a deleted scene from the movie. Don't know what that means. And all these images and all this is from TFW, so go there if you want to see more pictures. So I don't know what they meant. You could stick 3 deluxe cars on the top plus a core, which means that's pretty cool. I do like that they added that. Again, there's no white Optimus because they wanted to represent the movie more, aka make it less toy accurate, aka make it a worse figure. It has an animation accurate blaster, which is not Springer's blaster. Does he use Springer's blaster? Is that like a thing?
Not that I don't remember that in the movie, unless it was something.
Okay, because I'm like, what does not Springer's blaster mean? And then it has emergency shuttle blaster included, so good on them. And it's the same standard size matrix as with the other products, so it has the same matrix, I'm assuming, as Toxitron and all of them, which means it's probably just the same mold. And it has a unique connection joint, which means that nobody can tow his trailer and thus take away any form of playability with other figures. So that's everything with this. I'm very happy to those of you that think this is great and want this, and this is going to be your Ultra Magnus in your collection. I'm very excited that you have this. I will be patiently waiting for a unique repaint or shattered glass or something like that, because I think this could shine in another color scheme. But as Magnus,
Honestly, I like everything you just described. So the part of the, with all the parts coming off, that's when he was shot by Galvatron and on the Junkion planet, and he exploded. And it was hilarious when I was in the movie theater, because it was just like, I was like, this guy is new and he just died. And then the Junkions wiped some oil on him and put him back together like really, really fast with, some miracle serum or something like that. So that's the scene they're talking about recreating, I believe. So I like that. That's really cool. Now, what I do hope then, if that's the case, that this doesn't become like a parts former, where you have to transform it. You start ripping off the parts, and then
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But that would
be horrible.
That would.
But now I just hope it is, because I want to read those comments online. I want to see the wars in all the forums.
Yeah, because that would be, because at that point then you might as well have made it the white prime and the trailer that you like, the armor. But that's again, that's me putting something out there that may not be true. But I would be in on this if the price was right.
I would be too. If this was leader class, which I think it should be, I would probably be picking. Well, it's funny. So I got Cloud, Cover, and Toxitron today, and I was holding their boxes, and I'm like, this looks like a Voyager and a Deluxe, but it was a Voyager and a Leader, so, which was quite sad. Yeah, anyways, that's a whole other thing. All of these go on pre-order in August, so go ahead and get your pre-order on when these come out.
I'll put my pre-order in.
So let's get on to the last thing that we have for Studio Series, and that is the Amazon exclusive 4-pack of repaints, I'm assuming, of the 4 main villains of the movie. So if you don't already have them, it's a good time to go get them.
Hard pass.
Me too. I didn't get the original ones and wouldn't get these. So
it's cool that's a 4-pack. I like that. But
yeah, well, they already did the Autobots. So this is the Decepticon version. It would be cool if you actually saw the figures instead of just being the box. But you know how Hasbro is recently. Well, let's get into Legacy Evolution. And let's look at the PulseCon exclusive. I'm sure you're excited for this. You like all those con exclusives. You just bought every one from TFCon. Are you going to be adding this one to their ranks?
No.
So I actually like this.
Actually, I might get it. I actually might get it.
I'm not getting it because the Minicon is the wrong color.
I'm getting it because it actually came with the Minicon. Well, I might get it.
The Minicon is supposed to be yellow. And this is like the pink because this Minicon is supposed to go with the original release of Hot Shot. So this is how they're getting people to buy the con exclusive, by giving it a Minicon. And yeah, I'm not getting it at all. But what does interest me is Thrust in the background of that packaging.
Yeah.
Because I always like that design, whether it be Thrust or another character. I think it's a really cool cone head design.
Well, I like how you said as another name.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be it's Armada Thrust. You're gonna hate me, but my first version of Thrust was a motorcycle, a Beast Machine.
Nope, not gonna happen.
So, anyways, let's move on. I put all these in one slide. We've talked about these quite a lot on this channel. We've got the Toxitron collection and then the Tow-line. I do have to say that I don't know why for Tow-line they said that it's a beautiful colors from a franchise we won't mention. What's wrong with Robots in Disguise 2001?
I thought they were talking about the mystery machine from Scooby-Doo.
Oh, okay. Okay, I give them. Okay, I was like, you guys are gonna do Sideburn. What's wrong with Robots in Disguise? You did Scourge. It said Robots in Disguise on the box, but that makes a lot more sense. All right, got it.
Yes, because it did. It
does look like that. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for clearing that up because I was about to write Hasbro an even lengthier angry letter than the one I'm already writing them. So thank you for clearing that up. I'll erase that.
Put the keys down.
Oh, I'm writing it. I'm going old school. I got my quill pens, writing it out. So I'm gonna have to cut it out.
Put a cap on the ink. Put a cap on the ink.
So let's get into some new stuff. And we've got the Deadeye Dual Sniper Blaster 2-pack with Cascade and Javelin. So this is them in their alt modes. It's very clear one of them is a remold of the Bumblebee RC, and the other one is that Chromia that came out. So pretty clear. Here are their bot modes, not the best pictures, but you can get the gist of it. So they look fine. And here is the art, which is my favorite. They did this like video game fighting versus, and I thought they were going to be on the same team. That shows you how little I know about it. So I guess it's one of them's an Autobot Elite Guard, and the other one is a Senticon Guard. Never heard of it, so I did a little bit of research, and it's very confusing because Soundwave is in charge of the recruitment for the Guard. Elita 1 handles their deployment, and Megatron has final say over all operations. So I don't know what's going on with this. Please, if you guys read the comics, let me know in the comments why. But I guess it eventually became the Decepticon guard. So I'm very confused. So it's cool for those that want this though, but I'm out.
You know, that Chromia sat on the shelves for so long. I think they just bought all those and said, we're just going to take them out of this package and put them in this box. But no, I think I may pick this up.
Oh, really? Wow.
And I love the packaging. As you said, I love the packaging. It looks like, you know, a Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, you know, something, you know, pick any of those fighting games. I love that packaging. So the figures are okay. I would want to see some clearer pictures, and you know, but I think also depends on how much this 2-pack is.
I'm just saying, whenever Bobby's on the fence, he buys it. So I'll expect to see this in your collection soon. So let's
know me so well. No.
Let's move on to Voyager Nacelle, which unfortunately is the Tetrajet mold. I was expecting the Earthrise mold out of this. So that doesn't make me too happy, but what are your thoughts on this?
I'm getting it.
Getting it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to put a pre-order down. Whether I keep it or not is another story, just because I have a lot of this mold. And he's like, oh, it completes the trio that was incomplete, which gave Evan OCD. That was like literally verbatim. But I don't get it, because I already have a trio with these. I have Hot Link, Red Wing, and the Dead Seeker, which I call Plague Bearer. So that's 3. That's a trio. Where does he fit in? Or she? I don't know if this is a guy or a girl.
I don't know either. I have a bunch of those Red Wings too.
Seriously?
Oh, that was my first Target Red card purchase. So yes, I have a bunch of those too that I haven't opened. Jeez. So I didn't really care which way they went with this. I was in either way. I love the colors, and it looks good to me. It looks good as a Tetrajet.
It does look good. Yes. I just think it would be unnecessary, if that makes sense.
But what this also tells me is they're going to come out with another one.
An Earthrise one.
That's an Earthrise one as well.
You know, I would rather save my money on those twos and just wait for Make Toys to make it. If they're doing G2 Ramjet, they'll get to this eventually.
I mean, well,
I know you're going to get all of them, so it doesn't matter.
I have something coming tomorrow.
So do I.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's move on to Galaxy Prime. This is so underwhelming. Those wings are so tiny. He looks like a cherub with those little baby wings. So I've got an Nova Prime. I have the Siege White Prime. I don't remember the name of it. And I got the upgrade set, which is a pain in the behind to put on. But once you put it on, it stays on. And I'm perfectly fine with that. I think that looks amazing, especially when you compare it to this.
This is like White Butterfly Prime or something like that.
The wings are like, they could have added like a hinge and something could have flipped out and just a little bit bigger. He's supposed to have gigantic wings.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to pick this up or not. I just don't know.
I'd also want to know why they changed the name from Nova Prime to Galaxy Prime. That has to be a trademark thing, and I'm always interested in the behind-the-scenes details. So I want to know why.
Yeah, I have to think about it. You know, I'm sure we'll see more pics and have this come up in the news.
I'm surprised you're even thinking about it.
you know, I have the right to change my mind. It's different enough where I don't have anything like this in my collection. So that's what makes me think of it.
So everybody, Bobby's gonna buy this.
Not
If
necessarily.
he already is thinking that way in his mind, his subconscious already clicked the buy button.
I showed you how much what I bought earlier today, so I don't know if this is gonna make it.
All right, well, let's move on. We've already seen Medics. It still looks good. I think both of us like it to a degree. It's neither of our favorite molds. It is still a Walgreens exclusive, which is horrible, so I probably won't be picking this up. But if I find it, you know, maybe if it goes on Pulse, I'll pick it up. But
what is that white thing in his hand? I never noticed that before.
Did you ever open up your crankcase?
Oh.
So
No.
the whole grill comes off of his chest and turns into a gun.
Yeah, so eventually I'll get over there to it. It's looking at me, but yeah, I didn't open it yet. Okay, I guess we can move on.
Yeah, it looks fine. So this is one that you're interested in just for the packaging alone, and it's the Menasor gift set. The moment I saw this, I'm like, Bobby's gonna buy that, just because of the packaging.
So I thought I saw somewhere that it was going to be in Toon colors or something like that.
It is. I think it's toy colors.
Or toy colors, excuse me.
Yeah, because like here's more pictures of the deco. It has more little details here and there and stuff, and it does look good. But I just don't want another Menasor.
So for me to pick this up, it would have to look different, a lot more different than what I have, because I did buy the Toy Hacks stickers or labels for this figure, so it would have to look a lot different from that for me to pick this up.
Yes, and honestly, I don't know why they didn't. I wish they went the extra step into remolding it into having more of a Toon head and a Toon chest and the little things over his, you know, shoulders and stuff, to make it more like the toy, the original toy. But I understand.
Yeah, they would have to do the car chest for it to be.
Yeah, exactly. You know, make it worthwhile picking this up. But to me, it's like, no, it's an easy pass.
And actually,
I wish they did it with G2 though, because I would have just bought the box set instead of buying them piecemeal.
Now that, yes, I would definitely have done that as well. And honestly, even though we talked about it, and this isn't the right forum for it, since Fans Toys is coming out with their Menasor, I may also be pass. It'll be a easier pass on this since I already have this one. So.
All right, well, we'll see. Let's move into the last thing that they showed off, which is the only thing that they showed off that I'm getting that wasn't already announced. The only new item, because I'm not talking about the Toxitron collection or Tow-line or whatever, because we've known about those for about a month now. And that is the Shattered Glass, which I have not been buying. I have talked about my woes with the Shattered Glass collection before on this channel. But we're getting that Black Rodimus, which looks amazing. And it is even a 2-pack with one of my favorite Shattered Glass decos, which is Sideswipe. So I'm very excited for both of these. He even comes with the goddamn Minicon. So this looks amazing. I will be picking it up. And I'll be picking up that Armada Wheeljack when that comes out as well.
Sold.
I knew you would be. I mean, this is simple. This is easy. We don't even got to think about it.
I didn't even know it was going to be a 2-pack, so no. I was already sold on the Rodimus when they showed it. So it's almost like you're throwing in the Sideswipe to bring the price up, which I don't like. I mean, again,
it's a good looking Sideswipe though.
But it is.
Those colors are really cool, at least to me.
I like these colors better than the G2 Sideswipe that's coming. So.
Oh, yes. Exactly.
So I will be picking this up as well. I'm really looking forward to it, actually.
Yep. So I can't wait. I don't think we have much to debate on this figure.
No.
like the Ultra Magnus or the Rumble.
The who? Rumble's been out for a long time. What are you talking about?
That's funny. All right, well, that's everything that they showed off today. Let us know what you guys think below. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how wrong I am. I love to hear it. And we will see you guys very soon.
And let us know which ones you're collecting, and if we should pick up something or if we shouldn't pick up something. You know, let us know either way. As always, till all debates are won, we will see you next time.